I forgot. I got a little tongue tied. Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. As you can see, I am having lunch right now, but I just thought I'd talk to you guys for a little bit. Just want to make sure that y'all can hear me, y'all can see me. In the meantime, while we're getting some more people in, yeah, I'm going to show you what I've got. Like I said, this is the lunch stream. So, hot Cheetos, PB&J. Yeah, I love peanut butter and jelly. My favorite jelly is grape. I don't like strawberry because they still have the seeds or whatever he has. Hi Owen, welcome to the stream. So I wanted to give you guys some updates while having lunch, obviously. And if you guys are eating lunch right now, feel free to eat while y'all are listening and watching. So I got my cherry Coke, which is in this koozie. It says, "Today I choose joy," and that's from John 15:11. That was my phone just now. Yeah, it's nothing. What? So anyways, yeah, like I said, welcome to the stream. And we have some people already. Take a bite of my PB&J. All right, Lilac, welcome to the stream. And I assume y'all can hear me. Just like type in the chat yes or no if y'all can hear me. I have my mic set up. Yeah, I should have this set up. Yeah, I'm gonna move my phone over here so that the mic doesn't pick it up. But anyways, you guys, so yeah, this is a lunch stream, and I'm gonna be giving you guys a couple of updates. First and foremost, I want to thank my patrons that I have so far on Patreon. What was it? Dizzy Drizzled and 1-800 Awesome Sauce. Thank you guys for subscribing to the Patreon. And if you've been to the Patreon and you're a patron, you might have seen some behind the scenes stuff of my review on the Angry Eyebrows trouble. I gotta get used to being like LarryBoy and the Angry Eyebrows and then LarryBoy and the Angry Eyebrows trouble. Which, by the way, they try to make the titles look the same. So I don't know what's up with that. When clearly the title card in the actual episode is LarryBoy and the Angry Eyebrows Trouble. So basically they can't make up their mind on what they want to call this reimagining of the Angry Eyebrows episode of 2001. Hey Bobbleman groupie, welcome to the stream. Just chowing down on some PB&J and giving you guys updates. So, anyways, as I was saying, hmm. Thank you to those who have subscribed to my Patreon. Um, you have seen some behind the scenes stuff, previews of my upcoming episodes, my upcoming videos, especially the review on the Angry Eyebrows Trouble. Hi, Isaac. Welcome to the stream. For those of you tuning in, we're having lunch and we're discussing updates. And I just want to do a little mic test. Can you guys hear me? Oh yeah, that's perfect. Patrick, welcome to the stream. So I've been doing pretty good. I've been doing pretty good, especially with the review that that I released on, what was it, the 30th that I released it? Had to be July 30th or something. It was like near the end of July. So it was 2 days ago, basically. 2 days ago that I uploaded my review of LarryBoy and the Angry Eyebrows Trouble. Okay, July 31st. Okay. Yeah, it was like at the end of July. All right, so I want to get you guys' thoughts on the new episode, LarryBoy and the Angry Eyebrows Trouble. So, did you guys like the episode, the new episode of LarryBoy, or did you guys have problems with it? I know that in my review, I talk about the good things and bad things, and I make comparisons here and there to the original Angry Eyebrows episode. I think somebody said that the episode was on YouTube. Well, yeah, I've seen that. I've seen the thumbnail. I've seen the thumbnail of there being like somebody re-uploaded the full episode to YouTube. I'm not sure if they're allowed to do that. I'm pretty sure that's in line with uploading a full movie to YouTube, so that'll probably be taken down. I think your safest option would be Yippee. But if you can't pay for the subscription right now, then that's okay. I think they have like a free trial or something, a 7-day free trial. I think that's what I did. But if you can't make the subscription or trial, then that's totally okay. So I would say watch the episode before you watch my review. That's a recommendation. And I see some of you have seen it already. Oh yeah, the new montage and theme song. Yeah, it was, for me it was okay. My only argument was like there were two other villains. No, three. A guy in a sombrero, like dressed like a mariachi type guy. And then there was this milkman, somebody, and then there was like this guy with the glasses and two henchmen behind him. Which, by the way, in that shot, you'll see on your left. On your left, you have escape. I was going to say escapade. I'm I meant escape, and then Vogue on your right. So that basically confirms a new League of Incredible Vegetables. They just confirmed it right there, even though if it was just for 1 second. 1 second. It's like, did any of you guys catch that? Escape and Vogue? They didn't show their faces, but they showed like on one side and then the other side. So as for those villains, I'm not really sold on those. Maybe they're just there as an example. I'm hoping that they're just there for as an example of the type of villains that LarryBoy takes on. I'm not convinced that they're real. Um, okay, I see some more people coming in. SDA Storyteller, welcome to the stream. I was gonna say subscription, but I meant stream. Mega Fred, welcome. For those of you tuning in, lunch stream. I'm almost done with my PB and J, but I still have this, and I still have my cherry Coke. That's in this beautiful koozie. Today I choose Joy from John 15:11. Mike's appearance in the Holy Post. Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to listen to the Holy Post or whatever. That's a podcast. That's Phil Vischer's podcast, right? I've been wanting to tune into that, but I keep forgetting. So, anyways, in answer to your question, SDA Storyteller, about the random villains in the new LarryBoy montage, I doubt they're going to be real. I mean, if they're that serious, then that's going to be a problem because you can't sell me on those few seconds of cameos. You can't sell me on 1 second of something. I mean, I'm open to new ideas, but you yeah, my argument was that I made an argument before that VeggieTales has produced these great villain characters like the Fit from Outer Space, Rumorweed, and Bad Apple, and Awful Alvin, and yeah, I can go on and on and on about the type of villains that this whole franchise, this whole series have come up with, and all they could do is just basic baddies. I mean, take for example Dr. Flurry when he was a bad guy. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen the VeggieTales reboot, he's apparently good. I mean, he's cool now, apparently. Go ahead and pin someone's comment. There we go. Yeah, I definitely like Fit from Outer Space. think that was a pretty neat episode, pretty neat starting point. I know the starting point, official starting point, was David and the Giant Pickle, but his real adventure was Fifth from Outer Space. I thought that was pretty neat, especially the character design for the Fifth from Outer Space. Awesome. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about with the character design, the personality, the ambition, the end goal of all these villains, and all they can do is basic nowadays. And those, for those random villains in the new montage, I call them posers, because you can't sell me, like I said, you can't sell me on just 1 second of showing them to me and then being like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see that. So, like I said, you can't sell me that. And I even seen in my review that I am not convinced. They're just there as placeholders. Opening my bag of hot Cheetos. Just got done with the PB&J. Haven't had PB&J in a while, so that was pretty neat. So anyways, the review on LarryBoy and the Angry Eyebrows has been getting a lot of traction, and I appreciate you guys. I thank you for watching that video and making that video blow up, like, view wise. So SDA Storyteller, I'm going to make it a point to look into the Holy Post, because that's where Phil Vischer is, obviously. Oh yeah. I assume they were real, as it would be a lot of. Yeah, I kind of assumed that those villains were going to be. I was very conflicted. Like, part of me is like, oh no, they're just posers. They're not gonna. They don't mean anything. And then another part of me is like, oh my gosh, are they really gonna give us those villains? Are they gonna give them to us? Are they really gonna give it to us? So conflicting, and it's like, I still don't know what to make of it. All I could say that they're just posers. Like, they don't mean anything, and I will not believe they'll be actual villains until I at least see them in action. I mean, that's kind of like how I felt I think I felt like that with Bad Apple because she wasn't a monster or anything. When I first heard about the Bad Apple, it's like, oh God, are they gonna give us someone basic? But no, when I bought the DVD, it was like she was able to sell me. Like the things she can do, the gadgets, the webs. So yeah, I want you to sell me something. I want you to show me something. Basically, show me what you got, villains. And if you can do that, I would definitely make a top 10 list for those villains. I would definitely talk about them more. I'll be nicer to them. And yeah. But until then, there's nothing to see here, folks, with those villains. I'm not a big fan of the title cards either. SD Storyteller. I mean, for one, it's generic, and two, yeah, they they obviously could have done better. It's an alarm, don't worry about it. Anyways, yeah, I totally agree that the title cards from the Cartoon Adventure series, they were pretty good. At least they went all out on the artistry. But in these title cards from the new LarryBoy episodes, it's like, seriously, they could have done better. Like, make it more creative. Get some more Cheetos. More hot Cheetos. Been getting notifications left and right. Anyway, I think we still got some time, so I'm open to a Q&A right now. If you guys have any questions about me or my review of LarryBoy and the Angry Eyebrows Trouble, if you have any questions about those, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. While we're waiting for some questions, I just want to remind everyone that I just want to thank my patrons for subscribing to my Patreon. If you follow me on Patreon, there is sneak peeks of upcoming videos before they go live, and I'll be sure to give you guys a shout out at the end of a video. So far we have who was it? Dizzy Drizzled and 1-800 Awesome Sauce. Those are my current patrons, and I want to thank them for donating to my Patreon. It's super appreciated. Let me get some water in. And so, it's a reminder. Yeah, if you haven't seen my review on LarryBoy and the Angry Eyebrows Trouble, be sure to check that out. Um, it's like, how many views does it have? I remember like hours, like a couple of hours after I uploaded it, it just blew up. It just a lot of views. So it's very appreciated. Watching my videos is very appreciated. Okay, so it's been 2 days since I uploaded the video, and what does it say? 377 views. Wow, in 2 days I got that. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. And take some more water. Like I said, if you guys have any questions to ask me, then that's totally fine. I'm opening up to a Q&A right now. So I thought I saw something like a spider or whatever. I'm gonna try something real quick. I see polls, and I'm gonna ask a poll question. Okay, need to think of another option. Here we go. Add another option. Um, and I'll explain the third option in a sec. All right, so I created a poll. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right, so I have the poll right there. So I need ideas for my next video. I know I promised like other videos, but it's just like, oh my god, there's so much happening. There's always something. There's always something happening when it comes to the LarryBoy universe, or I should start saying multiverse. And I will explain why in a little bit. Just click on. All right, so what I did was the poll. On my poll, I am asking what video on the new LarryBoy episode, which is LarryBoy and the Angry Eyebrows Trouble, do you want me to do? And your options are a top 10, top 5 list on Awful Alvin, updated, not my other video, because I've already done a top list video on Awful Alvin, but this one's going to be like an updated. Then your second option is top list for a top list video for Lampy, because obviously we got confirmation that he's a character, a legit character, because everybody in Bumbleberg treats him like a person. So in my case, it's like, well, why not? Well, why not make a top list video for Lampy? It's like, you proven to me, LarryBoy and the Angry Eyebrows Trouble episode, that Lampy is a person feeding into a delusion. And then your third option is a theory video. Yeah, and basically I explain a theory that Awful Alvin might have started the LarryBoy multiverse. What I mean by multiverse, it used to be like, well, there's the CG episodes, and then there's the cartoon adventures, and then VeggieTales in the House and City. So Awful Alvin made this jump from his world into the CG world. It's like 3 different universes, but then worlds collide with these two. So basically, what my new slogan should be would be like the eyes and plunger ears of the LarryBoy multiverse instead of universe. Alright, so we got one person really wanting that top list video for Awful Alvin, which is going to be an updated version of a top list video for Awful Alvin. So that one has already gotten some traction, and yeah. Alright, so the poll is still open until the end of this stream, and yeah, like I've been saying, been having lunch right now and talking to you guys. And get some water going. Yeah, I just noticed the poll option for chat. I didn't see that until just now. Yeah, I was gonna type in this question with answers like on the chat, and then I saw the polls feature, so that made it so much easier. Favorite version of what we learned today? The Western from Ballad of Little Joe and Mo in the Big X. Yeah, it's pretty good. But I gotta admit, I like the original. What we have learned today song. Show of hands. How many of you guys want me to attempt to sing the What We Learned Today song? Let me see if I could look up the lyrics. Hi, Matt the Cat. Welcome to the stream. And this is the lunch stream. Well, what's left of it, because I had a PB&J sandwich. And I'm now working on this. And it's a little bit of cherry Coke left. We got some water in. And I just finished talking about how well my review did for the new episode, LarryBoy and the Anger Eyebrows Trouble. Yes, you can sing the What We Have Learned song. Okay, Isaac. At your request, I looked up the lyrics. So, yeah, gluten-free pizza. I heard that's pretty good. All right. Okay, I got the lyrics on my iPad. You don't see the iPad, but it's right here. Hey. Well, folks, it's time to talk about what we've learned today. Okay, here we go. And so what we have learned applies to our lives today. And God has a lot to say in his book. And then there's like an interjection or whatever. Yeah. You see, we know that God's word is for everyone. Now that our song is done, to take a look. Oh my god, that was really fun. Okay. Oh, we see some more votes in the poll. Oh my god, there's a two-way tie. No wait, there's a tie between the top list video and the top list video for Alvin, the updated version, and top list video for Lampy. Oh my gosh. And like I said, for the third option is me explaining a theory that I've had recently about Off Alvin starting the LarryBoy multiverse rather than it being a universe. It's a multiverse because his world and the CG world of LarryBoy collides. And it is so crazy. It's gonna have you guys pondering. It's gonna have you guys thinking about it. It was like I've been thinking about it for a while since I watched the episode, saw the trailer. And it's like, oh my gosh, did they really do this? Yes, Matt the Cat, it is definitely a sin. Because, yeah, and I even made this argument in my review. You're taking what made Off Alvin so good, and we're getting a discounted version of him. Now, I didn't really go into the voice acting because the voice acting is pretty serviceable. It was like that was no problem at all. I know it's not the original person who did the voice of Bob Alvin, but it's pretty dang close. It's a pretty good replacement. Definitely a good replacement. I mean, I should have talked about that more, but I wanted to get into the juicy details about this episode. Like, just like, didn't like the writing in that episode. Everyone's just happy all the time. Yeah, I didn't like the writing in that episode either, because you're taking, like I said, what was good about the Angry Eyebrows episode, the original one, and you're just condensing it or discounting it and totally missing the point. You're messing up the lore of the Angry Eyebrows. Because how it works, and Alpha Alvin explains it to you in the original one, that someone gets angry They're not letting go of anger. So the eyebrows come and they attach themselves to the forehead, and that person is stuck angry. But in this one, you see waves and waves of eyebrows just coming after people. There's one scene where an eyebrow was chasing after this one person and just sticking onto them, and then all of a sudden that person's angry. It's like, no, that's not how the eyebrows work. That's not how they work. I get that kind of argument all the time, Matt the cat. It's a good thing I'm not the only person who had to listen to that argument. And you're right. VeggieTales had clever writing. It was, yeah, and most of it came from Phil Vischer and Mike Naraki. They brought the creativity. And nowadays, with Big Idea and Universal, NBC Universal, whatever you want to call it, they just want to take something, make it boring, make it dull, and just pass it off as entertainment. You know what, guys? I'm gonna turn the AC on. Yeah, I had the AC off because it was cool this morning, which is a little strange for August, but we've been having some rain. I wouldn't be surprised, Matt the cat, if they brought in the writers of VeggieTales in the house to work on the reboot episodes of VeggieTales. That would be the biggest mistake that NBC Universal would have made. Because TBN promised that Phil and Mike would have all these creative liberties and this writing powers abilities, because they wanted VeggieTales the way it should be. But VeggieTales in the House and City, those writers, they have no business being in here. They have no business working on the reboot of VeggieTales. And those writers, from what I understand, the writers of VeggieTales in the House and City, when it was decided that they were not gonna renew the Netflix spinoffs, they were working on something else. They were working on different Netflix shows, but then they got booted off too. That they got canceled too. Those shows got canceled. So what was the point of stopping VeggieTales in the House or City? Only to leave for shows that weren't going to last either. It's like there's no point. But you know what? At the end of the day, VeggieTales in the House or City shouldn't have happened. I think that's where Phil and Mike really got screwed, was because they signed on to it, and then corporate was like, no, we don't want you to have creative license over these characters. We only want you to do voice acting. That's all you can do, and we don't care like how you deliver the lines. If you get upset during the voice acting, the recording, that's too bad. So again, I wouldn't be surprised if they brought back the VeggieTales and the House Raiders to work on the reboot. I hope that's not true. But whoever's writing the episodes, you guys are acting like them. The new villains teased us. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier about the cat. Yeah, I even point them out in my review. What was it? A guy dressed in mariachi clothes, and then there was like this other guy with glasses and two henchmen, and then there was like this milkman, whatever, milk delivery man or whatever. Yeah, I'm still not convinced that they're going to be real villains and what's to come. Um, I see them as posers. I see them as placeholders. Like they have no value. You know what? That's a good point, Matt the cat. Fib almost killed LarryBoy by eating him. And you're absolutely right. The previous villains are way better. Like I said, I can go on and on. I could list you the previous villains: Fib from Outer Space, Rumorweed, Off Avon, who's now being discounted in the newest episode of LarryBoy, and then you have the Alchemist and his mother Pearl, and then you have Greta von Gruesome, and then you have the Bad Apple, of course. Dr. Flurry, as far as I'm concerned, he's done with villainy, I guess. And then you have Scalini the Scallion, which was from the previous episode of LarryBoy, LarryBoy and the Cape Coke Caper. Yeah, Fib was that close to winning. And I think who was also close to winning was the Bad Apple because she managed to trick the mayor, Petunia Rhubarb, who's the reporter, LarryBoy, and Alfred. She she succeeded in tricking them into their temptations, and then once they were out of the way, she created that big fun house and was about to capture everyone and trap them in there with their temptations, just like her great uncle Ephraim did back in the Pilgrim days or whatever of Bunnyburg. So she almost won, but then LarryBoy got it together and he managed to save the day. And the rest is in the history books. We still have time for Q&A, so if you guys have any questions to ask me right now. Go ahead and post your questions in the comments. I'll answer some of your questions. Yeah, I could agree with that standpoint. I'm Matt the cat. Fib made me like at the edge, maybe be at the edge of my seat, and just we got some traction on the poll. So Okay, 21 minutes ago, I created a poll. And again, the poll is, what video on the new LarryBoy episode do you want me to do next? And 50% of you so far are saying for me to do a top list video on Lampy. And then the other two are tied. Top list for Off Alvin, the updated version, and the video on why I think Off Alvin started the LarryBoy multiverse. Those two are tied. So here's one of my patrons. Hello, 1-800-AWESOME SAUCE. Welcome to the stream. We've been discussing a whole lot and having lunch. So like I said, folks, I have a couple of patrons already. 1-800-AWESOME SAUCE is one of them, and the other person is Dizzy Drizzled. So if you want to support the show, then donate to my Patreon. $1 or more will get you featured at the end of a video. I'm going to ignore this alarm. I've been keeping alarms lately just to keep track of what I'm doing during the day. Okay, so if you support the show and donate to the Patreon, $1 more will get you featured at the end of a video. And you'll also see sneak peeks of upcoming videos before they go live. Alright, but right now I'm going to give a birthday shout out to my man 1-800-AWESOME SAUCE. Happy birthday to him. So let me type it in the chat. Yes, you're welcome. Yay! Alright, so I see your next comment, Matt the Cat. Still desperate for a sequel to Fib, but I know it's not going to happen because of the current direction. Yeah, sadly, I don't see it happening either. You're welcome, Awesome Sauce. Hope you have a great birthday. And if you guys excuse me, I'm gonna get another bottle of cherry Coke. All right, it's going into the koozie. All right, because today I choose joy, and this is from John 15:11. So if you guys have any questions to ask me, if you want to ask me about the new LarryBoy episode in particular, let me know in the chat. And I will take another peek at the poll here. Okay, so wow, 40% on our first two options, which is top list for Off Alvin and top list for Lampy. All right, so these two have been like neck and neck. It's like a horse race. It's like which one of them is going to reach the finish line. And then there's my theory video, my proposed theory video on how Awful Alvin supposedly might have started the LarryBoy multiverse, which is gonna be part of my new slogan, eyes and plunger ears of the LarryBoy multiverse. I gotta get used to seeing that. Okay, here we go. We have a question. What do you think of that new LarryBoy episode, and what do you think they would have done better? In my review, I discussed how they screwed up on the Angry Eyebrows lore. If this was supposed to be a reimagining, well, this is just a rehash. It's a rehash of this, that, this, that, this, that. And at the beginning of my video, my review, I demonstrate them rehashing like stuff from other LarryBoy videos. And like in the background, I sing, "Too many cooks, too many cooks, too many cooks, too many cooks." That infomercial, the Adult Swim short, "Too Many Cooks"? This is what it totally reminds me of because yeah, you have a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and yeah, it's like rehash this, rehash that, you reuse this and that. And it's like, and that old saying, too many cooks can spoil the broth. It's not good to have too many cooks in the kitchen. And so, Matt the Cat, do you have any ideas on how you would fix League of Incredible Vegetables? Any way to fix the plot or flesh out the characters? Yes! I have a bunch of ideas. Because League of Incredible Vegetables, and I could go on and on and on. League of Incredible Vegetables is broken, and I have said this so many times. So many times that video was a cash grab. That video was broken. If you guys want me to do a video on that, let me know in the chat. But yeah, and I've explained it. I think one of the things that I've explained was that LarryBoy should not have been kidnapped. Spoiler alert for those of you who haven't seen the movie. Well, you guys are lucky if you haven't seen the movie, but for people like me, I had to sit through the whole thing back in 2012. How to fix League, yes. First of all, flesh out the other superheroes. Second of all, have a better reason for Junior to join the League rather than just throw a snowball to open a gate to help our heroes. It's got to be more than that. And another thing, fix a villain. Give us a different villain, like a monster would have been great. A monster would have been great for this episode. Bring back, like, bad guys like the Bad Apple. Or bring back the Fib, or they could have... Yeah, we would have gotten the Red Fib, and we would have gotten the Bad Apple. But no, you give us a generic villain. You give us a generic villain that nobody can take seriously, and eventually that villain turns into a good guy in the reboot. It's like I could go on and on and on and on and on about how to fix League. So, Abominable Snowman? Yeah, to do that. Yeah, you could even do that. Have a monster. Have a monster, something. Don't go generic. Red Fib would have made more sense. Yeah, that would have made sense. So that the red fib, if they had done the red fib for League of Incredible Vegetables, that would have put them in the city, the actual city, not these small buildings that they call Bumblingburg. They would have taken the fight to the tall buildings, city backdrops, and LarryBoy swinging from building to building. That would have made more sense. And they could use the helicopter. They could still use the helicopter to get a good view of the monster. It's like, with all the possibilities. And by the way, I've said before that this was one of the great things about League of Incredible Vegetables, because they gave us this, the helicopter. Spin these.
Super LarryCopter to the rescue.
If you guys haven't heard that, he said Super LarryCopter to the rescue. So that's one of the good things about League of Incredible Vegetables. So that basically confirms that League of Incredible Vegetables was not the worst thing. It's not the worst video. Yeah, I didn't mind the robot penguin either. That was close to something big, something monster-like. Alright, so while I'm waiting for some more questions, I'm going to look at the poll. It even tells you how long ago I've posted this. It's 33 minutes ago, and so far we got 5 votes. And still, the top list videos for Off and Lampy, they're tied. I mean, if there's no tiebreaker, then I'll possibly break the tie. Leave it to LarryBoy Fanatic to break the tie, if that happens. Alright, so we got another question. What are your opinions on the Sonic the Hedgehog series? Well, first and foremost, I know who Sonic the Hedgehog is, obviously, and I used to watch a TV series called, what was it called? It had to do with Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, I'm looking it up on my phone. It was not the TV series. It was. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Oh, you know what? I actually have a DVD of it. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, so here it is. So, Isaac, I've been doing great. Alright, so Sonic X. Yeah. So I used to watch this show every weekend, I believe. I don't know what it was, but I was into manga, anime, or whatever. Yeah, I got some manga books up there on my shelf. So I was into manga and all that. And so I gotta throw this bottle away. Not yet. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah. Saw that show on YouTube 4 years ago. Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched this. I don't know if they have this on TV. Uh, the DVD I got was called Satellite Swindle. Okay, when did this come out, by the way? Yeah, it looks so cool. Yeah, I might give this a watch soon. I don't know. Favorite favorite quotes from the LarryBoy episodes. Uh, well, obviously there's that one, his catchphrase, "I am that hero." Alright, so like I said, this is the Sonic X DVD. Probably 2006, something like that, because I remember watching LarryBoy and the Bad Apple during that time. Alright, so this here, it's got a bunch of quotes from the LarryBoy videos. So obviously the big one, "I am that hero," is on here. And then, oh yeah, down there it says "wrong button" when he tries using that spray gun on the mermaid. Everything it falls apart and it's like, "Wrong button." Oh, this has got to be a great quote up here. It says, "With great chocolate comes great responsibility," which I think that's pretty neat. Down here is like, "Hey there, citizen." So this poster is not actually a poster. It's from a calendar. Oh yeah, Hasta la Vista Weedy is right here. Is right here. Right up there, it's going up. Yeah, that catchphrase is on there too. Stop yelling at me. Oh, what Alfred says in Fifth Outer Space. Yeah, Spider-Man reference for great chocolate comes great responsibility. Alright, so I taken another look at the poll. Results are still the same. Top list videos for Off Avon and Lampy. They're tied right now. Yeah, when he unplugs the computer. Uh, basically trying to get the computer to reboot. Is yelling at it to reboot or something. Yeah, I couldn't tell what he was saying at first when I first saw that video. Yeah, Nana, the Emerald Secret. Yeah, Nana got it right on the nail. Oh, Matt, look at Nana's comment. She got it right there. Yeah. Get some more hot Cheetos. I like the way the LarryBoy says super section ears away. Oh my god, it's right here. Super section ears away. It's right here. Isaac, do you happen to have the calendar to have this? Because you're naming the quotes like right off the bat. It's like you're hitting them right on the nail. So as far as my favorite quote, oh my gosh, there are just like so many. So many. Alright, so I'm gonna give this poll a few more minutes. If you haven't casted your vote on the poll, be sure to do so now. And I think we have time for a couple more questions. So if you got any other questions, put them in the chat. Yeah, another quote from Rumor Weed. Scooter driving away. Okay, how'd you guys feel about Scooter being in the new LarryBoy episode? I think that was pretty cool that they brought him back. I don't think I saw him in Cape Coat Caper. I don't think I saw him there, but yeah, he's yeah, it made me happy too. It's all about the LarryBoy universe, or now I should say multiverse. Yeah, I wasn't too concerned about the voice actor who did Officer Scooter. I actually looked up the credits. The credits. Turns out that the voice actor did the voices for Off Island and Officer Scooter. I think I have a screenshot, and I should have added this in my review, but I didn't. Okay, so for those of you who can't see that, down here, Sean Chiplock. He voices Off Alvin and Scooter, Officer Scooter. And like I was saying earlier, the person who plays Off Alvin is pretty serviceable. Because I already knew that was not the original voice actor, but this person, this new person, is pretty good. Yeah. Um. So do you guys have a couple more questions? Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple more questions before ending the stream, and I'll give the poll that I posted a few more minutes. So if you haven't done so, wow, it's been 50 minutes since I've posted the poll. So if you haven't done so already, take your pick. Pick your poison. Alright, so favorite moment in the new episode. Um, hmm. Trying to think. Uh, Alright, so I'm gonna answer Nana's question and then Matt the cat's question. Favorite moment in the new episode. Well, I liked the moments when LarryBoy was in the LarryMobile with the Larry plane. I think they did pretty good with the action when it came to LarryMobile, Larry plane. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so Matt the cat, which other character do you want to return? I know I've expressed an interest in the Bad Apple. Like, I would like her to come back because, yeah, um, um, like I don't want to spoil the ending, but I think most of you watch my videos enough to think that, yeah, to know that she yeah, I would like her to come back, because in that final scene where we see her, Spider Leg turns off the television, and that's suggesting that she survived her being literally thrown out of town. Maybe she would have a new scheme of trapping people into their temptations. You never know. All right, so I was saying that I would answer a couple more questions, but I'm gonna answer this question for the birthday boy, 1-800 Awesome Sauce, and he says, "Have you seen any videos on saving the original cast?" You talking about the news of Phil, Mike, and the others being fired? Is that what you mean by that, Awesome Sauce? Oh, she might ditch the spider legs? That would be something. But then again, the spider legs like do wonders. They did wonders for her, not everybody else. It's like they're pretty symbolic. That's what I mean. So they don't do wonders, people. They're evil and they're symbolic of temptation. All right, so Awesome Sauce says yes. And his question was, have you seen any videos on saving the original cast? No, I have not. And I wish they would talk about this more. I wish they would talk about this more. I'll try looking it up later on. Well, actually, I can look it up now. Duh. All right, so yeah, let's go to YouTube, and I'm going to type on my phone, Phil Vischer fired. Oh, it's got results like Phil Vischer fired from VeggieTales, Phil Vischer and Mike Naraki fired. So I pressed on Phil Vischer and Mike Naraki fired. Uh, now all I see are, oh snap! I press. All I see are like these animated renderings. There's this one. My reaction to Phil and Mike being fired. And then there's other one where it says, when you find out Phil Vischer and Mike Naraki were fired 2021. That video is from Chicken Studios. And the first one I mentioned was Epic Carrot Animator. All right, and this video from Veggieland, and it says Universal fired Phil, Mike, and Lisa, and this is unacceptable. And oh look, I came across my review. So that definitely goes to show that my latest review has gotten traction, which is nice, which is most appreciated. All right, so Awesome Sauce is gonna find the link to some latest news. Yeah, they were in the new episode, and I bring up this mini theory where I was like, wait a minute, was this episode predicting their firing or something. Yeah, I remember seeing that in my video. Alright, so Matt the cat just left, I assume. So, alright. Well, if you guys need to leave, then that's fine. You can always watch this stream at a later time. Take another look at the poll. It's like those top list videos are still like it's a tie between those two. If nothing happened, if nothing happens in the poll, because I'm gonna end it in 1 minute. If nothing happens, then I'm gonna just break the tie. The end poll. Now I'm reading off it. The poll that I'm doing right now is basically asking the question, what video on the new LarryBoy episode do you want me to do? And I have these options right here. Top list for Awful Alvin, which is going to be updated because of the new episode. And then there's the top list video for Lampy, or it's a theory video that it's a theory video of why I think Awful Alvin may have started the LarryBoy multiverse. It's a theory. Alright, so give it a few more seconds. So I hope that answers your question, Nana. I'm trying to, since this episode is still fresh, it still needs to be talked about. Let's give it a few more seconds. Okay. Right, so anyways, as far as the recent firings, I really wish they can update us LarryBoy fans, us VeggieTales fans, about what's going on. I mean, they used to be transparent, and now they're just like closing the blinds on us, and that's not okay. Like, oh wow, there's like a 3-way tie now on the poll. Yeah. Well, I'm still gonna break the tie. Hi, Veggie Maniac. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna be ending the stream in a few minutes, but I want to give you some. I'm just gonna. I'm stumbling on my words. Look up VeggieTales in Trouble real quick. All right, got it. Awesome sauce. VeggieTales in Trouble. by Big Idea Fan Inc. Yeah, because I'm. Yeah, I'll probably watch it later. But yeah, VeggieTales definitely needs a hero. We need somebody that's gonna look at VeggieTales and be like, okay, here's what we need to do to fix everything. Here's what we need to do to make sure that our fans are okay with this. Because the way I see it, there's just like leadership issues and corporate issues. Yes, we are that hero. We're gonna be that hero. And a lot of people have said that this was a bad idea. That firing Phil Vischer, Mike Naraki, and others, that was bad. And I'm really glad that we all spoke up about this. It even got to the point where Phil Vischer unfortunately had deleted his tweet talking about this. We don't know if it's for legal reasons or not. Just don't know. Other than that, it just we don't know what's going on. Well, anyways, just to recap, um, if you haven't seen my video on LarryBoy and the Angry Eyebrows Trouble, the review. Oh yes, I can definitely promote your petition, Veggie Maniac. Yeah, I'm gonna do that once I get done with the stream here. All right. So, what was it? Recap. Um, yeah, I reviewed the new episode of LarryBoy. You haven't seen the review? Go check it out. And yeah, that's been getting a lot of views. My video in just like 2 days. I think now it's 3 days. Yeah, I'm pulling out my phone again. Yeah, it's been 2 days, and my video's got 380 views so far. It's almost it's almost at the same number of views as the trailer reaction. Do I think it's a remake? Um, yes and no. I say yes because it's like they press the reset button and like try to reinvent the Angry Eyebrows lore. Because in the Cartoon Adventure series, and I explained this in my review, and I've explained it not too long ago, the eyebrows are known for, like, when someone gets angry, the eyebrows are going to attach to your forehead, and it makes you stay angry. In this resurrection, this revival or whatever, reimagining this new episode of LarryBoy, they treat these eyebrows like parasites. What I mean by that is that they don't wait until someone gets angry. They can just, like, somebody would be okay, and the eyebrows would come at you and attach themselves to your forehead, and then you get angry all of a sudden. I mean, that's not that's not how the eyebrows work. I mean, unless Alpha haven't upgraded them, it is definitely not going to work. It's not going to work. You messed up the lore. You messed up what made the angry eyebrows. Somebody has to be angry in order for those things to work. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that they stepped all over that lore. And now that I think about it, Awesome Sauce, yeah, they act more like bad luck charms. Yes, Nana, you're absolutely right. A lot of the moments seemed rushed, and that's why I said in my review that this felt like a Vine compilation. If you've seen Fit from Outer Space, Rumor Weed, Bad Apple, and then Anger Eyebrows, it's like a Vine compilation. Oh, this happened, and then that happened. Let's bring back this moment. Let's rehash that moment. And like I said, if he upgraded the Angry Eyebrows, then that wasn't really explained. I mean, that would justify that would totally justify why the angry eyebrows are parasitic in this episode, but they don't tell us that. They don't show us that. And I also didn't like that Awful Alvin had to be played down. You know what made him crazy? Uh what made him so evil in the first place is like his stupid dance of villainy. I like when I was watching that episode, I was expecting him to break into a dance or whatever. But that didn't happen. I mean, you got the voice acting okay, but dang. It's like, did they even watch the original Angry Eyebrows episode? If they did, then they just skim right through it. So I think it was doing a disservice to the original source material. And if this was supposed to be a reimagining of some sort, I'm sorry, no, it's not a really good reimagining. Yeah, that was probably too hard to animate. The dance of villainy. Yeah, but at the same time, like, I mean, look at it this way: they were able to animate LarryBoy swinging from building to building and LarryBoy in the Cape Coat caper, and they were able to give us the Larry plane scenes in the new episode, but they can't animate Awful Alvin's dance of villainy. Think about that. Hi Ian, welcome to the stream. For those of you tuning in, yeah, I'm just doing a recap right now. Um, yeah, the Return of the Angry Eyebrows. They should have named it that. And I make a couple of suggestions in my review of what the title should have been. All they did was just stick one word at the end of the original title. That's all they did. Because what did I say? The curse of the angry eyebrows, or Alpha Alvin Strikes Back to PG-13? Alright, so we got we got an updated poll. The results. For those of you tuning in, I'm also doing a poll. Gonna give it a few more minutes until I end the poll. I was waiting for a tiebreaker because not so long ago there was a 3-way tie. So your options are, well, the question is, what video on the new LarryBoy episode do you want me to do? And this is talking about the recent LarryBoy episode, LarryBoy and the Angry Eyebrows, Trouble. Emphasis on the word trouble, because originality is not existent. So your 3 options are a topless video for Alpha Alvin, an updated one because I already did a top list on him already, but this one is going to be updated thanks to the new episode. And then we have our top 10 list for Lampy, which, by the way, we've all accepted the fact that Lampy is a character because they want us to believe that. The third one, I want to make a special video on a theory that I had since I've watched the new episode. And it's basically going to go into why I think Alpha Alvin may have started the LarryBoy multiverse. Instead of it being the LarryBoy universe, a multi-universe. And it's a theory video. And yeah, if that video doesn't win today's poll, then I will do it right after the winner of this poll. So yeah, so far the updated top 10 list for Alpha Alvin is getting the most votes so far. Oh, this reminded me of that episode. Alpha Alvin tried to commit voter fraud by switching out the votes. Yeah, I talk about that in my review. Alright, so if you haven't answered the poll already, you can do so now. I'm gonna leave it on for a few more minutes. Alright, as a recap, yeah, so it's been a couple of days since my review on the new episode. It's gotten a lot of views so far, and I've actually gotten a few more subscribers since then. It's like, how many subscribers do I have now? How many subscribers do I have now? Pretty awful, no pun intended. Alright, so dang, wow, I got 675 subscribers. Wow. It's pretty amazing. I got how many subscribers since the review? It's pretty neat. Alright, So I ended the poll, and that settles it. I'm gonna be doing a video, an updated top 10 list, for Alpha Alvin. So that is the winner of the poll. Mm-hmm. And if you're just tuning in, it's fine. You can always watch the replay. I mean, it's totally good. An awfully good choice, yeah. All right, so that's going to be coming soon. Honestly, they should have done better with that episode. But I digress. LarryBoy and the Kid Coke Caper. All right, and the other two I will try to do. Though I really want to do my theory video on Off Alvin supposedly apparently might have started the LarryBoy multiverse, going from LarryBoy universe to multiverse. Yes, Isaac, you definitely are. You have subscribed to the channel, and that's great. That is totally great. But my priority right now is the top list video for Awful Alvin, which is going to be an update thanks to this new episode of LarryBoy. So I'm going to be working on that. But anyways, you guys, that's going to be the stream for today. The lunch stream. Probably have some more of this later on. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this stream, please give it a like. Please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support the show, donate to my Patreon. And $1 more will get you featured at the end of a video, and you get to see sneak peeks of upcoming episodes before they go live. And I would like to thank my patrons. I gotta remember them. Dizzy Drizzled and 1-800 Awesome Sauce, which, by the way, again, happy birthday, Awesome Sauce. Thank you for watching. And as always, this has been your girl, LarryBoy Fanatic, the eyes and plunger ears of the LarryBoy multiverse. Gotta get used to saying that. So, see you guys.